It's the big push. The Second Amendment has been the subject of a tumultuous tug of war since the United Nations Arms Trade Treaty went into effect in 2014.
I think the Arms Trade Treaty is one of the most important. Article 2 right there basically defines for us that citizens do not have a right to own guns or ammunition or any type of self-defense weapon that's listed in there. Article 3 deals with ammunition. And initially, at least, the treaty mandates that national governments form a registry with the eventual goal of confiscation, because as the treaty explains, the idea is that only authorized state parties should have access to firearms and weaponry.
Organizations protecting our gun rights, like the NRA and the GOA, are firmly in the sights of the globalist attempt to strong-arm the disarming of the populace.
The NRA is the largest and most active firearms rights organization in the world, with 4 million members who represent 100 million Americans who own firearms. On behalf of those 100 million American gun owners, I am here to announce NRA's strong opposition to anti-freedom policies that disregard American citizens' right to self-defense. No foreign influence has jurisdiction over the freedoms our founding fathers guaranteed to us. We will not stand idly by why international organizations, whether state-based or stateless, attempt to undermine the fundamental liberties our men and women in uniform have fought so bravely to preserve.
The youth, emotionally charged by school shootings that occurred in Democratic Party-created gun-free zones, staged a massive walkout, duped into championing the slippery slope towards the Arms Trade Treaty's world government ends. Meanwhile, total hypocrisy reigns supreme as anti-gun advocates like Governor Cuomo and Bernie Sanders rally support for gun control while protected by armed guards.
This country are leading the nation and the populace all across this country. People are sick and tired of gun violence, and the time is now for all of us together to stand up to the NRA.
And liberals call for Donald Trump's assassination, egged on by celebrities like Sean Penn. The Daily Mail provides a quote from Sean Penn's recent book, "You're not simply a president of impeachment, you are a man in need of an intervention. We are not simply a people in need of an intervention, we are a nation in need of an assassin. I am God's squared away man. I am Bob Honey, that's who I am. Sir, I challenge you to a duel." But there still is plenty of fight left for the founding principles of ragged old glory.
But it seems as though the message was blame the NRA and blame President Trump in many cases.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense at all, because President Trump wasn't the one down in Parkland not paying attention to the 45 calls, nor were any law-abiding gun owners who are NRA members. You know, Sheriff Israel had the best day yesterday because nobody was talking about him, and I think that that's how he wants it. No one was talking about his incompetency. No one was talking about his failure to stand up for those kids by answering the 45 calls that came into his department, including calls from the murderer's mother herself, who was even warning law enforcement that this murderer had put a gun to her head before. This, of course, after reports came out that he had punched her so hard in the face, he knocked her teeth out.
And Shaquille O'Neal surprised the leftist sports universe by speaking common sense. As O'Neal said, the government should give law enforcement more money, he said on WABC radio on Wednesday via ESPN. You recruit more people, and the guys that are not ready to go on the streets, you put them in front of the schools. You put them in front of the schools. You put them behind the schools. You put them inside the schools. And we need to pass information. I would like to see police officers in schools, inner cities, private schools. There are solutions staring us in the face, but they don't include handing our guns over to a totalitarian system.
From my cold, dead hands.
John Bound reporting for Infowar.com.
Introducing Icarin, a 30-day liver and kidney cleanse exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. We have set out with top researchers and developers to bring you the strongest, purest, most potent documented system for your liver and your kidneys. There are 2 different formula blends in one powerful capsule. It also funds the Infowar, a total 360 win. Icarin, available now at InfoWarsLife.com.